So now let's see why Aristotle's system and Linnaeus system of two kingdom classification all went unsuccessful. So if you take plants, it has these varieties. So the basic or the primitive ones are bacteria, algae, fungi, and the next level is mosses, which are known as bryophytes, and then comes ferns or pteridophytes, then comes gymnosperms, and all the flowering plants comes under angiosperms. So if you take a plant cell, based on the nucleus, we can group the plant cells into two, that is prokaryote and eukaryote. In the first formed or the primitive cells, the nucleus will be without any outer covering or the nuclear membrane. The prokaryotic organisms has a nucleus without any membrane. So it lack membrane. Then what about this eukaryote? The eukaryotic organisms, the nucleus will have a prominent membrane. So it will be covered by the contents of the nucleus will be covered by a prominent membrane, whereas this membrane is absent in the prokaryote. So what about this unicellular organisms? So unicellular organisms are made, the entire body is made up of single cell. So uni means single, cellular means the cell structure. So the entire body is made up of a single cell. So multi, it denotes many. So in the case of multicellular, the body is made up of many cells. So if we take chlamydomonas and spirogyra, both are algae, but chlamydomonas is a single cell structure. The entire body functions will be happening inside this single cell, whereas if we take spirogyra, the body is made up of many cells. So this both are algae, but when you take this is unicellular and when you take this is multicellular because it has many cells. And the most important feature that differentiates plants from animals is the presence of cell wall. Actually, plant cells have cell wall, whereas animal cells will not have a cell wall. So cell wall, if this is a cell, the outer wall is the cell wall. So if this is the cell, the outer wall is the cell wall. The cell will be protected by one outer layer. So in that cell wall, there will be some chemicals. So in one category, the chemical is cellulose. So all algae and plant cells will have cellulose in their cell wall, whereas fungi has a different chemical called chitin in their cell wall. So what is the difference? Both are carbohydrates. Both are complex carbohydrates called polysaccharides. Both cellulose and chitin are complex carbohydrates called polysaccharides, whereas this chitin has nitrogen, whereas the cellulose will not have nitrogen. So that is the difference. Both are complex carbohydrates called polysaccharides, and this chitin has nitrogen, whereas the cellulose will not have nitrogen. So when we take plants, we can see so many differences in their structure, and these are due to the evolution. So when the organisms proceed from one stage to another, the body structure is getting complex. So this is these included the single cells, whereas in angiosperms we don't have a recent days flowering plants. We don't have any single celled flowering plant. So this is the advanced one. This is the primitive one. So as the evolution proceeds, the cell structure got complex, and same way the nucleus gained its membrane. From single cell many cells evolved, and the cell wall composition, all those things are varied. So if we are placing all the plants under single group, as we have seen plant A, it is impossible for us to differentiate the species.